Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Forza Horizon 2 with another very highly requested rally van build. In this case, yes, I've got a Ford Transit and we're going to go rallying. Apparently it's called Wayne. We're going to go rallying with it and see how it goes. I honestly have no bloody clue. I think we're going to maybe struggle certainly to get it to the top of S1 class. I think we should get it into S1, but getting it to the top of S1 class may be a little bit difficult. We're going to have a lot of power and an awful lot of weight. This is not really ideal for rally vehicles, but we're going to give it a try. Sure, what could possibly go wrong with this? As per normal with this series, though, I'm not going to engine swap just yet. The vehicles must be four-wheel drive and they must have the Storm Island rally parts. So we're going to be having the dirt tyres, the off-road gearbox, so some nice short gear ratios, and the rally suspension, which is going to raise the ride height of a van, which is perhaps toppling over. Maybe it'll be amusing if it does. It's not quite what we're after. Yet I would not be surprised to see this thing fall over. There we go. Stick on some suspension on the van. Oh dear God. Right, engines. Now what can we put in here? What can we get in the way of engines? i4 Turbo, Turbo Rally, or the 6.2 V8? We're going for a V8, yes. We're going to get... we've got to try and get this into S1 class as high up as we can. We're going to need the power. We're going to need the power from the... from the V8 engine. Do we have any crazy body kits at the front? No, not really. Slightly different front bumper. Wing? No, I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be the least of my problems in there. There's anything exciting for the Transit. That's disappointing. Okay, I'm not going to bother with any of that stuff. We'll keep it how it is. Tyre widths, we're going to want some big old tyres on this van. That's not too bad. 295s on the front is not too bad. 325, yeah, that's some decent tyre widths we've got going on here. Okay, we're not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, of course, the weight is the big issue with this, and the centre of mass being so high up is also not ideal. If we stick in this, how much do we... Doesn't lose as much weight. Normally with the big old cars, when you put in the driveline, it drops out a huge amount of weight. That doesn't drop out very much. I mean, okay, this is a sporty van, as sporty as a van ever gets, really. Brakes are going to be quite crucial, to be honest. With this weight reduction, 3,800 pounds, it's still heavy. But I think is it lighter than the Shelby Raptor? It might be. It's still heavy, but it's a little bit lighter than it was. We will stick in some roll bars. I think anti-roll bars, I should say. I think we should stick in roll bars or roll cage as well, because chassis on this is not really going to be built for rallying, shall we say? So I'll go with this. As good or sort of sports cars, rally cars, I might not bother with the roll cage, but in a vehicle like this, I think the extra rigidity from the roll cage. Sorry, I will get anti-roll bars and roll cage and etc. Right at one point. We will go for more. We'll go for a DFMI as well, and we'll go for more weight reduction if we can from this. Yeah, I mean, it's the weight that's going to be the problem with this. We'll stick in a clutch as well. Okay. So we'll probably get it towards the top of A class. We can do an aspiration conversion. Shall we go twin turbocharged? I mean, we're going to want to get as much power out of this as we can. Twin turbocharged it is. We're going to have a lot of power from this. We could max out the engine, or we could be getting near maxing out the engine, in all honesty. Yeah, that's... it may not quite get as much power as the Shelby had, but it's going to be mighty close. Ooh, up to 761 horsepower. Okay, PI is actually jumping up really quite quickly. Didn't quite expect that from this. Wow, it will get into S2 class. Okay, I'm impressed. We're not going to get the same power that I thought. I thought we were going to get sort of at least almost 900 out of it. Like the Shelby got, I think the Shelby was almost maxed. It was nearly at 1,000 horsepower from that thing. But this is going to get 787. Can I get any more out of it while keeping it? Nope. While keeping it within the class. 85. What was it? Intercooler may get more power, but it will add weight. Oh, there we go. 799 horsepower, 700 torque, but it is 4,000 pounds. And it's quite front heavy as well. Okay, well, doesn't have the same power I thought we might get from it. It's still a lot of power though, don't get me wrong. And yeah, it is quite heavy. To be fair, it's not that much heavier than the Tesla, was it? The Tesla was 3,800? And that didn't have as much power as this. So maybe the Transit will go quite quickly. That is a strange sentence to say. Maybe. I think it very unlikely that the Transit will go quickly. But you never know. We never thought TVR would lead the way with rally car builds either. So who knows? Who knows what could happen? Anyway, we will go to our normal testing track, the Forest Brawl Circuit, where I have 5 laps to try and go as quickly as possible. Where it's going to come on the leaderboard, I have no clue. I think it'll probably be around the Shelby Raptor, a 1 minute 2.4. That may be where we're going to just about see the Transit. If it handles if it has decent enough grip, it will probably go around the Raptor's time. If it has very little in the way of grip, it will probably be at the bottom. But that could be said of any car, really. Off the start line, and gearing is sensible in this. How do we fare into turn 1? We are quite nice, actually. It doesn't feel like a van. I will be honest. I'll be honest, it actually drives nicer than the Tesla so far. It has remarkable grip. There's a little bit slight. It's driving a hell of a lot nicer than the Mini. Whoa, jumps! Jumps are terrifying. Oh, we've spun it slightly. I think that was more because it booed myself as I came over that jump. Because you're so high up in this to start with, the jumps make it feel as if we're. Oh, did I actually miss that checkpoint? Oh well, we're going to get reset back there. Okay, jumps are not as much fun in it. I'm not looking forward to that big jump. We're going to get so much airtime in this. It's actually really quite nice to drive though. This could go quite quickly if I can keep it all under control. I mean, it doesn't seem to really like the big bumps. It seems to have a few issues with the. Okay, come on now. Carefully does it through here. I think some of the bumps may just throw this about a little bit with its interesting ride height. That jump, it feels like it's so much bigger a jump. I will get the English sentence out there eventually. Yeah, again, it feels like you get a lot of airtime in this. Okay, braking into toe. I forgot to look what speed we were doing. I was so busy worrying about actually getting this thing stopped. And the brakes aren't even that bad for considering the size and the weight and everything. Right, through these next corners, we aren't going to be quite flat out. I mean, we're not going to. Don't think we're going to trouble the TVR at the very top of the leaderboard. We could scare some rally cars though. Okay, now get this corner right. We can be flat out through there. Little bit of an oversteer moment, just a small oversteer moment on the exit of that corner. And again, ooh, a bit of a slide through there. We don't have the same problem the Lamborghini LM thing had, where it got all unhappy through the bumps. Oh, we're going to almost scrape the wall, slow it down for this corner. That very nearly went wrong. This is not bad, though. This is not going to be a bad lap time from the Transit, although we are starting to slightly wander. It's just floor as you go over. Okay, doesn't really like the jump. At 1 minute 2.9. As an opening lap, yeah, we do struggle. Straight line speed, not the Transit's strong point. I think it was only just about 130. It's about 10 miles an hour down on some of the other vehicles, although we've had a better first couple of corners this time round. Just wandering a little bit out towards the crash barrier. Don't go out over there, god damn it. That's quite neat though through there. This is remarkably easy to drive around this course. I will be honest, this is remarkably easy. Don't fall over, van. Please don't fall over. Oh god, we've got that one all wrong. Yeah, I took a slightly cheaty route there. I did get that all completely wrong though. Yeah, we have the occasional problem with some of the bumps, just the way this thing gets chucked around because there is so much weight and it's quite a tall thing. It doesn't like the bumps. I mean, lots of cars get thrown around by the bumps, but I think this one here suffers one of the worst. And it's not smooth on the landings at all. We're wasting quite a lot of time landing on the nose of the car. 1 minute 2.1. It's going quickly. It really is. If I can get a nice, neat lap out of this, I think this could really cause an upset, shall we say, with all the rally cars. Yeah, this is quick. It's easy to drive. It has an awful lot of grip actually. It's very nice through these turns. The jumps are the problem. Oh, we're not going to be flat out through there. This lap's gone a little bit skew, just out of position on the approach to that corner. I'm really amazed by this. I'm really amazed by how well the Transit is doing. It's a van, for God's sake. It shouldn't be this good. Okay, it does have the engine from a Corvette Stingray, or from a, the C7 Corvette anyway. But this is really very good. If we didn't fly so nose down over the jumps, we could. I'm thinking we could definitely get in the 1 minute ones with this. Definitely get a 1 minute one if we have a good clean lap now. Oh, we've got all sorts of problems into the first corner though. Yeah, it's sort of little adjustments that I'm used to doing with the other cars that I've taken on this course don't quite work on here, so I'm finding myself slightly out of position. Which is, I'm slightly confused as to why I'm suddenly where I shouldn't be, and then remember I'm driving a van and what I was doing wasn't going to work. Okay, we're going for it. Oh, it took a big whack on the landing. I can't see where I'm going. I'm keeping my foot down. Oh, we missed the checkpoint anyway. Oh, it's a little bit disappointing. I think the back of the van bounced up there on the landing, which is what it did on the first lap as well. That's a shame actually. The Transit is not going to go quicker than a 1 minute 2.1. It definitely could have done. The landing of the jumps have just let it down a little bit, but this is far better, far better than it has any right to be. That's not what I expected from this. A little bit, tiny bit sluggish perhaps with straight line speed, although it loses a fair amount of momentum here. That's what kind of hurts it as well. It loses a big chunk of time there. That's really not too bad from the Transit. Yeah, it goes quicker than the Shelby Raptor. In fact, it goes just behind the Mitsubishi Galant and the Lamborghini LM002. And it definitely could have gone. It definitely could have gone quicker if everything had gone right. I could probably have got up with the GT3 Bentley, in all honesty, without too much bother. But the jumps just caused it a few problems. I mean, it is a van flying through the air, and that's definitely not with the greatest of ease at all. The back of the van got bounced up on a couple of landings, and we fly very wonkily through the air, but still quick, still pretty damn impressive from the Transit. Nope, not at all what I expected from this vehicle. Well, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.